Hey everyone, it's your Blueprint team here at Sage Canyon, and we are here just to give you a brief overview of what it's like to be a blueprinter and a little bit of insight into what it's like in their day. The Blueprint program at Sage Canyon was developed to give students a guided learning experience to gain skills and knowledge necessary for being an awesome 5th and 6th grader, but also, more importantly, to develop a keen understanding and desire to change the world around them. So we hope that Blueprinters roll in every day and they're excited to embrace learning with an open heart and a focused mind because they're learning about something they're passionate about. But we also want them to take that knowledge and be empowered as creative individuals to advocate, influence, and spark change. We believe in measuring success at Blueprint through 4 key attributes. The first is voice. We believe that students should feel empowered to advocate for what they need. We also believe in students as co-creators, that they are sitting down at the design table with us and telling us what they want to learn and how they want to do it and can be self-aware enough to drive their own learning. We also believe in students as social constructors. We believe that kiddos should not only reach out to us and each other to gain insight and help that they need, but they should reach out to experts in the field that they're interested in to strengthen the real-world experience. We also believe in kids as self-discoverers, that they are digging deep into what they are passionate about to learn all of the skills that they need, but also to become designers and innovators and potentially solve problems in those areas. So when kids first roll into Blueprint in the morning, all 83 of them pour into the rodeo room, and this is a really exciting time. It's a time that we call pillars because it builds and supports our entire day. What happens in pillars is that we hope to influence and to excite our kiddos and engage them into their day. This is a time where we are celebrating each other and we're talking about a theme or idea that will hopefully set the tone for our day in our week. The theme for the entire year is to pivot the possible, to inspire kids to change what they once thought was possible and hopefully push themselves beyond their boundaries or limits that they've set for themselves. And through this idea, we set weekly pivot themes. So far this year, we have focused on pivoting the experience, pivoting our thinking, pivot the can't, the process, pivot your intention, your contribution, your commitment, and the masterpiece. And right now we're focusing on pivoting the genius, that it isn't just about you, it's about everyone that contributes to your learning. So we hope that this time in Pillars is not only inspiring and influential, but that kids really use this time to focus their actions for the day. And we can look at this time and celebrate each other and be excited to be at Blueprint and at Sage Canyon. From Pillars, kids move into their build group. So each kiddo in Blueprint has a build teacher. This is a smaller cohort of kids where kids are allowed to conference and receive one-on-one instruction for their project design that day so that they can get the support and the help they need to build their schedule and select their outcomes or targets for the day. So when a kid rolls into Build and they open up their Google Classroom, they can see the schedule. This is just an example of one schedule that is posted for that day. And they can use Google Calendar and their project design to plan what is necessary for their day. One of the most important parts that they need to examine are seminar descriptions. So seminars are small group direct instruction from the facilitators. Seminars are based off observations from the facilitators that previous day. So perhaps we noticed that kiddos' research is a little discombobulated. So we will offer an organizing research instruction or lesson the next day. Kiddos also suggest seminars for us. So in reflection or as they're going through their process, they can see, hey, I really need some help giving feedback, or I'm not sure if this is a good website to use, so I'm going to suggest that as a seminar. And so as facilitators, we look each night at what we've observed and what kiddos are suggesting, and we plan our instruction for the next day. And so kids look at the outcomes for the seminars, they decide what's important to them and their project, and then they build that in their plan. So this is an example of a project design for one kiddo. So up top, you will see the big picture goals. If we think about a kiddo's blueprint learning as a big, long path, what's at the end of that is their big picture goals. What are they hoping to achieve by the time they've done all of their learning? This is not something that is Googleable. This is something that is only gained through experience and feedback and commitment and intention. So these are not easy. They should take a long time. They're a little ambiguous, and so we've given kids the opportunity to plan daily actionable targets towards achieving those big goals. We do this through what's called Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy breaks up thinking into actions. It starts lower level, it starts concrete, and it moves to a high abstract, higher level. Kids start by thinking about, what is it that I just need to know? Basic information, basic facts about what I'm trying to achieve. And as they move through Bloom's taxonomy, they start to look at, okay, now that I have that knowledge, what am I going to do with it? And eventually they're achieving these higher level goals. So kids are looking at two things when they build their day. They're thinking back to those seminar descriptions, what it is that we're offering for them, but they're also thinking about their goals within their project. What is it that I want to research and understand today? And as they're setting their goals, they're choosing the outcomes from those seminars, or they're choosing a Bloom's target. This is what they're going to do that day and what they're going to show us. So based on their Bloom's taxonomy and their seminar outcomes for the day, that's what they'll build their day around. And they'll structure their schedule and everything that they're going to do. In seminar and scheme, this is when kids are going to actually do the things that they've set in their build time. So they're either attending those seminars, that direct instruction where they are receiving the help and guidance that they need, or the knowledge or the skills that they need in their project, or they're working in what's called scheme time. So this is when kiddos are working on the research and the Bloom's targets that they've set, the research that they need, the knowledge that they're gathering. So they're either in a seminar and direct instruction, or they're working individually. However, if a blueprint facilitator is not teaching a seminar, then that facilitator is in those rooms conferencing with kids and giving them advisement. They're giving them feedback and asking them questions and looking at their targets to make sure that kiddos are moving forward in their project design. We hope that kids are being self-aware enough to attend the seminars that they need, and also suggesting the seminars that they need, but also meeting for advisement or conferences each day to help keep moving forward. At the end of the day, kiddos will return to their build groups and they'll reflect on those targets that they set for themselves. They will add evidence to their project design to show us the research that they've done so that we can continue to give feedback and push them and guide them. And they'll reflect on the seminars from the day and what they took away and how they will apply that to their project design. They'll continue to revise and to rebuild and adjust their targets and their outcomes. They might add an outcome to their Bloom's map or a goal to their learning as they have discovered new information and uncovered new paths. It's also really important to know that during RTI time, kids are still working on isolated skills that they need, specifically in literacy during RTI time, but also in math. Math is ability grouped and therefore allows for some small group instruction and support. So kids are receiving feedback and receiving instruction for the skills that they need and are applying that to their project design each and every day. We hope that you've had time to check out our website. It's blueprintsgce.com. And here you can find a lot of information. You can connect with us on Twitter, you can see our videos on YouTube, and you can also review our blog that we write to share our learning and our thinking. Don't forget to reach out to us at any time if you need any help or support. And we are so grateful that you are here and so blessed to have your children each day in Blueprint.